was the bye week for you guys?
I think it was a good week for us. We really reevaluated ourselves and really just went back out there and worked on the stuff we need to work on, and really just got back to work, got back to the basics, and really just got prepared for this week.
You talk about evaluating yourselves. Like, what questions were asked to be like, all right, let's readjust?
Just looking at game film, looking at our mistakes. Um, I guess everybody's like really just looking in the mirror and finding out what we need to do to get um, everybody on the same page and um, get everybody to making plays and competing for what we know we can compete for.
How, what was it like watching OU and watching the film and seeing how many opportunities you guys had?
Um, I mean, it's hard when you look at how many opportunities we had and um, how many plays we could have made that we didn't make. But I think that's the good thing about losing. You really figure out it's not always as bad as what you think it is, and I think we really learned a lot from it.
How much is it now a pride thing? You know, Max never had a team lose 3 games in the regular season. Is it a pride thing for you guys to see that doesn't happen?
Yeah, I think we know what we're capable of. I think we've looked back and like we're not used to losing like that. I think it's gonna motivate us more to play that much better. I think really I just think if we just relax and everybody plays, I think we can compete with anybody. I think we can get right back on track.
Do you look forward to going to a place like Nebraska, maybe the best team you'll face all year?
Yeah, I mean when you playing this type of games you come to Texas for, play against Nebraska, top 10 ranked on the road. The rivalry alone is sort of like like a OU Texas game or Notre Dame Michigan. So I mean, really, this is what playing football is about. Going up there, the stadium's gonna be packed and they got a lot on the line. I know what we've got on the line too. So just going up there and playing, it's gonna be a real good game.
James, has there been any talk, for all intents and purposes, this is the last time Texas and Nebraska are ever going to play? Is there talk about that? You guys discuss that kind of stuff, or is that not the focus?
No, that's not really the focus. We just focus on playing the game. Right now, it's a one-game season for us, and Nebraska's at one game. So that's the mentality we have. We're just gonna take everything week by week.
What is it they do so well defensively?
Um, I mean, their whole defense is good. They've got people that's good on the line, secondary, linebacker level. They make plays. You can look at the stats and it'll tell it. It'll look at a game film. But at the same time, we've got players too, so we're going to go out there and compete.
I mean, James, they were good last year, but have you been impressed with how much they've improved?
Yeah, they were real good last year. I think they're just as good this year, if not better. But um, I think if we just relax and do what we do, I think offensively we'll be fine.
James, when you were looking at the schedule and you saw, Oklahoma and Nebraska next to each other,
Mm.
what was going through your head when you saw those two next to each other?
Um, it was definitely really once I saw Tech, UCLA, Oklahoma, Nebraska, I was like, man, it's gonna be a tough road. But I mean, great teams. These are the type of schedules and type of things you gotta go through. I think it's gonna make us better in the long run. Playing great teams like that back to back. But um, I think we'll be fine though. Honestly, just play like we know how to play and just relax.
Do you guys feel like underdogs?
Um, we don't feel like underdogs, but I guess everybody else will probably say that. But I mean, like I said, man, we know what we're capable of. We just got to go out there and do it. It's that simple.
Memories of Nebraska last year remind you the value of 1 second?
Yeah, definitely can't take it for granted. Yeah, we watched some of the film and saw last year's game, and we definitely wouldn't want to be in that situation again. So, um, just getting ready for it and be prepared for anything.
I mean, James, Coach Brown was talking about all the different times, Texas has beaten Nebraska, and it's always come down to something spectacular. Do you, any big moments you remember even watching or
I just remember, well, definitely last year being in that game. I also remember when Ryan Bailey kicked the field goal at the end. I think it was '06. So, I mean, we know that this game is probably going to come down to the last second, But I mean, at the same time, it'd be great to avoid it. So, but.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Jim.